some people associate a person with a big beard, especially an untrimmed beard, with a homeless person. So there's this mental thing that clicks that, oh, there's a bum there, with the beard.
Don't stay, let it go, let it go. Let me face his life, let it go.
All right, everybody, here we are with friend Craig. Craig has a nice looking beard. Craig, I know you've been growing your beard for a long time. How long have you been letting your beard grow?
Since the year 2000.
And what's the longest it's ever been?
Well, I didn't trim it at all for 10 years. So in 2010, it came down a whole bunch. It was parted in a V, like Moses. But my wife didn't really like it that long. So she finally convinced me to trim a little bit off. And that was 2 years ago. I guess
Sure.
2013.
Well, before you started growing it for 10 years, what made you decide to stop destroying your beard?
Well, I did a lot of spiritual and I guess research in the field. And if you look in the Bible, you got Samson, who, God told Samson's mother to not trim any hair in this person for spiritual reasons. And Samson had great strength in his hair. And I think there might have been some references also to Jesus also having hair, although I'm not 100% sure of those. I haven't really read the New Testament much. You might know more about that than me, Paul.
Yeah, Jesus definitely had a beard.
Jesus had a beard. So if you look at animals, look at a cat or really any kind of animal, and they have whiskers, they have hair in their face that they use for different purposes. Hare Krishnas, for instance, they believe that hair is like an antenna, and they shave their head except for one spot in the back where they grow their hair. If you look at Sikhs, the Sikh religion, they don't cut any hair. They believe that no hair should be cut. So Sikh women, if they have a mole and hair growing on their face, they let it grow. You can see some Sikh women with little bits of beards because they don't believe in shaving their hair. So there are many spiritual traditions that have these kind of beliefs, and I kind of, I've been shaving my whole life, or the last couple of years before I grew a full beard, I was trimming it, and there was a lot of time involved in doing that. Also going for haircuts. I was spending a certain amount of money every 6 weeks to get my hair cut. Between the time and the money, that was one aspect. Between the spiritual reasons and so forth. So it all pointed to let it grow and see what happens. And I liked it.
Sure.
I really liked it.
You get a lot of comments about your beard?
I do get some comments sometimes. Most of the comments, 99% of them, are cool beard, dude. Yeah, really nice. On a very rare occasion, I'll see someone looking at me like they're a little scared and kind of walk around me the long way with a strange look on their face. But that's very rare. It used to happen mostly in South Florida by middle-aged women.
Very good.
I'd seen one time, actually, one more thing. I was looking at personal ads 15 years ago, and it said, this woman looking for a man, no beards. I was like, oh, okay, so she's going to pick a man because of facial hair or not facial hair, I don't want to get stuck with a woman like that.
Yes. So why do you think beards get a negative idea in society today?
Well, I think that there are a certain percentage of homeless people who don't ever really cut their hair or trim their beards or shave, and they're kind of ratty looking. And I think some people associate a person with a big beard, especially an untrimmed beard, with a homeless person. So there's this mental thing that clicks that, oh, there's a bum there, with the beard.
Sure. And do you know of any health benefits to having a beard?
Health benefits from having a beard. Well, I could say one thing for sure. If the beard makes you happy and it makes you feel good, the mental well-being contributes to physical well-being. That's one thing I know for sure.
What would be your advice to men that are thinking of letting their beard grow?
If you've never had a beard before, I would say definitely try it and see how you feel. It made me feel really, really good. Maybe I can't really come through with the proper words to express exactly how I felt, but I definitely felt better, more like a man, essentially.
Do you have friends and family from when you were younger that they see you now? What do they think about your beard?
Well, my mom for sure tried to convince me to cut it off for at least 10 years. She always said she can't see out my face. And I said, well, what about from here up? Isn't this a face? There's a little bit down here, a smaller portion that's covered by hair, but most of my face is showing. My dad also said, well, why don't you, just trim it? Have it trimmed rather than unruly. You'll look neater. Most of my friends thought it was cool, and other relatives, no one really said anything about it. Just my mom and my dad.
Sure. All right, before we end the interview, anything else you want to add about the beard?
Try it. See if you like it. You never know.
All right. Very good.